Hey everyone, welcome to Tech Flex. My name is May and I'm a solutions architect and I work for one of the big tech company. I've been in the tech industry for more than 10 years and I work across different organizations. And today I want to share a little bit about what is it like working for startup, unicorns, and big tech. And I want to share some of the experience on interview process, a day in the life as a software engineer or a solutions architect, being in a technical role, working for those different types of organization, and what's the career progression looks like. So as most of you know, startup is usually founded by one or two entrepreneurs together, working on a single product or service to get into the market, and usually they are in the early stage of their business or operation. Startup has a potential of becoming scale up, or even better, a unicorn. So what is unicorn? So unicorns are privately held startup that has a value over $1 billion in the market. So they are quite rare. Unicorn has a huge potential for success, lots of innovations and creativity going on in those companies. For example, some unicorns, as this time of making this video, is Canva, which is the creative digital platform where you can design and create social media posts and presentation posts really easily. OpenAI, which is the company behind ChatGPT, is also another unicorn. So when I was applying for the software engineering role for the startup, there were two stages involved. The first one was a technical assessment. So I was given a technical scenario to work on, and it's a take-home assignment. So I got a couple of days to work on the scenario using the choice of programming language, and then I sent it back to them. And then once I passed that, there was the second round, invited to their office. And over there, I met the CEO and the HR for a behavior assessment to meet the team and have a bit more chat about the roles and then the job that involves. So after a couple of years in the startup, I started looking in the market again, and I found one of the unicorns that I wanted to work for, and I applied for that role. The interview process is slightly different. It started off with an on-site interview where I met the hiring manager and then the HR recruiter. So that was the first behavior assessment interview. We sit down and talk about my experience, my passion, my career growth, and also they're sharing what's the exciting project that they're working on and what's the growth plan in their business. Then I was given a scenario to work on as a technical assessment, and I was given a week to work on. So the project is a little bit bigger, and it's a take-home assignment. So I spent a few days working on the problem and sent it back to them. The stage 3 is also a technical assessment, but it is more of a architecture walkthrough and whiteboarding session. It's talking about more architecture designs and my thought process of like how I solve the problems, what are the things that I could have done better, what are the things that I have learned while I was working on this assignment. So, and then in 2000, I decided to apply for a solutions architect role for one of the big tech company. And that is one of the longest interview I've ever done in my life. So it started off with 2 phone screens. The first one is the technical assessment and then the behavior assessment on the phone screens. Once I passed those 2 stages, I was invited on site to their office. And that was another 4 rounds of interview, a mix of behavior interviews and the technical interviews where I met a number of different team members, my hiring managers, and also a technical assessor for the role. So that was a pretty intense interview process. So what is a day in the life of a software engineer at a startup looks like? I had a pretty flexible hours in a startup and we were working full-time in the office. I had a small engineering team, which means that one day I'm a business analyst talking to product marketing to gather business requirements, technical requirements to really understand what we're going to build. And I also had a really close relationship with CEO and the founder of the company, head of products and head of marketing, to really understand that the visions of the product, the features that we're developing, to understand a bigger picture of the project and how I can help drive from the technical perspective. Looking at the technical stack, it's pretty simple. We had a lot of flexibility in the startup team. What really important for the startup is to able to prototype really quickly and put it into the market to test and get the feedback from the customer. So the time and efficiency to really build out a small prototype or a demo to test in the market and getting the feedback for the business to make a decision is really, really critical. So what does a day in the life of a software engineer at the unicorn company looks like? Obviously, we have a bigger engineering team compared to a startup, and we are part of the product team as well. And in the engineering team itself, we have a number of people playing the role. So first, we have engineering manager, who is a people manager for all the engineers. We also have a scrum master, who's making sure that the projects are delivering on time and aligning with the product roadmap. Then we have a product owner who comes up with what features we have to implement, how we are prioritizing, and what we're going to deliver. Then there is also an extended team such as UI and UX team, testing like QA and testers. Once the engineering team finished developing, we will give it to QA to do the testing. We also have a DevOps team or platform engineering team who build out the infrastructure for our engineering team. So there are a number of people involved. The technical stack is a little bit more complex, but I learned a lot from the different tech stack, different backgrounds, and different experience on how to do a proper code review, writing the test cases, learning about DevOps, learning about testing and test framework. So since there are a lot more people involved, it's a lot to learn in the unicorn company. So as a solutions architect, I'm a little bit more hands-off. This is the customer-facing role, and my main role is a technology advisory to the customer. So my main job is to understand the customer business challenges, their priority, and be able to translate it into a technology solution or proposal, and then come up with how we can help them drive those vision. So that could involve building a demo and building a proof of concept to validate the idea, to be able to showcase that the capabilities of a technology rather than actually building a product to go into a production. In this role, I'm also doing a thought leadership activities which involve delivering a technology concept, delivering a technical topic to the customer team or to the public, sharing the knowledge of what solutions are best practices, how to design the architecture in a more resilient, more secure way, and educating the customer to build the solutions in the best possible way. Hey guys, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I've decided to make this video because I have seen quite a few videos about working for big tech, working for big four companies, but I haven't seen many videos around working for a startup or working for unicorns. And in my experience, these companies bring different benefits and different experiences and have a huge impact in my early career life. So that's why I want to highlight those in this video. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.